Hi everybody, this is your instructor Ann Teed, and I have your midterm in front of me of your project, and I think you're gonna love it. I love it because it was a project that was given to me at Teachers College when I was a student. I'm still a student there, and it was so inspirational, and seeing what everybody came out with just was one of my highlights of being there at Columbia University, and I wanted to bring it to you. So I'm using it, and what a perfect class to put it in, artistic development, because we are talking about playing and imagination and creating, which is our development as a human being, and it doesn't stop. So I'm going to go over a couple of the parts here, and I will be posting the midterm. You have a couple weeks for this, and I'm going to ask you to do a presentation in Zoom. I'll have a couple sessions so everybody has a good time of day where they can present. And you're going to be presenting around 5 minutes. If it's a small group, I'll give a little more leeway. But I'm looking forward to it already. And so the name of this midterm project is called Magical Artwork with Secret Powers. We're in that playful mode, and I have the rationale. Childhood and artistic development is about exploring possibilities and opportunities, obstacles, limitations, and solutions. Our imagination is at its height when we're young, right? I hope mine is still plugged in. And I give you the rationale, and now I ask you to think about a lot of things. I hope I didn't cover all the ground in all the things for you to think about, because that would be pretty cookie cutter of me as a teacher. Think about this, think about that. Well, hopefully you are just expanding and going, oh, I want to think this, and you're making it be your own process and your own, plugging in your own imagination. So although I've talked about figuring out the function and how the viewer would know what the secret powers are, and they don't even have to be secret. They could be monumental, whatever. And you'll see in the directions, you can be pretty concrete that the actual artwork does things, or it can be totally imaginary. So I leave that up to you. I talk about different things with design, materials, free reign here. You can make it out of any materials that you like, and talk about color and texture, and go with what you're feeling. I am asking you to document, and when I did this project years ago, I documented in a video, and my project was so life transformative for me. It was probably one of the most important pieces of artwork I've made, and it also channeled me in a whole direction of work to my thinking with that. So you can use your sketchbook, you can take pictures, you can videotape. I'm not going to require you to hand that in, but you may use it part of your presentation. But it's just good practice as a teacher for me to ask you to document, because when we document, we are thinking and we're laying down where we're at, if we're frustrated, if we're inspired, if we have questions, if we have epiphanies. So that's for you, but I really want you to get into that practice so that you use that with your students as well. Grading, as always, who am I to really be the judge of this incredible piece of artwork? I always tell my students, I can give you all grades, but they're subjective to what's in my head and my perception of what this is. What's more important to me as a teacher is that I gave you the opportunity to grow, to expand, to think out of the box, to think way in the box. And you need to reflect, and you need to not compare your project with others. You're comparing it to your own development, your own discoveries, your own growth. So as always, grading is at the end. I'm going to ask you to fill in a reflection that I will develop in accordance with what went on with this project. And that's it. I want you to kick it up. I want you to make something. That's why I'm giving you a lot of time on this too. Don't wait for the last minute. Start collecting things, start thinking. You may make a couple projects in this, and you know, come up with one that you want to share with us. So if you have questions, let me know, And I'm excited. I'm excited. Take care.